Well, hello there, Aries. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what is going on for the third week of April, which is going to be the 13th through the 19th. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and of course, I have a really fun new deck we're playing with. It's just for fun and giggles. It's a tarot deck, and it is indeed a pirate-themed deck, so it's really kind of fun. So I want to share, we're actually using it to pull out a single card that we wait until the very end to reveal. So it's like a secret card that will have a final message for us, right? So I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out. I'm just really having a good time with this deck. I think that it's fun. And if you guys have any preferences or thoughts on this deck, please comment below and let me know what you think. Let's pull a card for Aries. 13th through the 19th. Oh, there it is, right there. All right, we're going to set that right there, and we'll come back to it at the end of the reading, but it'll sit there waiting for us, all right? So go ahead and put this deck off to one side, and I want to talk to you about the guiding messages we have, and of course our guiding card for the month. We have Purposeful. So this card is so great, it's so beautiful, and it's telling us all that it's important for us to be on point no matter where we're going or what we're doing. We want to make sure that we are moving towards our goals. We are pushing ourselves in the right direction and getting things done, all right? We are not messing about. We are not wandering around without full intention behind us. And so we are going to be living intentionally in this way for the month of April, all right? So it's exciting, and I hope that you'll appreciate the possibilities of being purposeful and intentional, right? Super cool. All right. So the other thing to know is that my better angels have some really great messages for us. We were talking about this month of April, Aries really needs to focus on the reaching over the fence and speaking out to a neighbor or helping out a neighbor, and it will begin to create some community. I know that we started out by closing ranks, by understanding that, wait a minute, I'm in my hula hoop, this is my area, this is what I'm doing, this is who I am, and this is what's going on. And that's really important, and we really like that. So, very good. And then last month in March, we were like, oh, wait a minute, what's going on out there? So we listened up and we were paying attention to what's going on out behind us and around us, because we just really need to be aware of our surroundings and everything that's happening, because if we don't, we're living with our head in the sand, and that's not okay. Okay, finally, haha. Now we're going to be reaching over and helping out a neighbor in some way, whatever way we can, to create a connection and to just really be able to connect, right? So we need connection, because the answer from my other better angels is very simply that it's more about people than about stuff. And indeed, we're going to be purging. We're going to be releasing stuff that we no longer need, so that we can, in fact, stay focused on the people and not so much on our stuff. Does that make any sense? I think our lives are going to be simplified with less stuff, all right? So that's a beautiful thing. We want to really appreciate that capacity and that ability to prioritize people over things, and in fact create for ourselves a better life, all right? So that's really cool. All right, now we've covered the cards, we've covered the messages, let's get into the reading. All right, let's do it. Here they are. We have the 3 cards from the overview video, and we are going to go ahead and add some of this beautiful Light Seers Tarot, which is a really great deck. Really good stuff going on. I really am excited to see what will happen. Interesting, just to see different cards from last week show up in new places. Cool. All right, so let's see what we have here. For the week of the 13th through the 19th of April, we have the Magician showing us that indeed we are able to make things happen this week. We're going to do the right things. We're going to be having all the tools at our disposal. We're going to put in some effort and take good care of ourselves, all right? This is going to be great. I think that you're really going to appreciate this, and it will be like a breath of fresh air, okay? Good news, lovable, wonderful, excellent news, all right? Now then, other things going on this week will be the King of Wands. So you'll have a fella of like mind, a gentleman or a male energy person who thinks like you do, talks like you do, is in the world like you are, that will be able to be of service to you or be around in this neighborhood at this time. Either they'll be helping you out or they'll just really be supportive of you while you're doing your thing, all right? I mean, can you see any more confidence in the world than this guy? Check it out. He's got the lion behind him and he turned his back to him. What? Who does that? Nobody. Nobody does that except the King of Wands, for goodness sakes. Pure confidence, strength, and wow, right? Now, of course, with all this wonderful stuff happening, this creation happening, and you have a little support here, we have the Five of Cups, showing that there is a need for you to pay attention to past relationships, at least insofar as you're noticing what happened in them, so you don't repeat old behaviors in those in your current relationships with new relationships, all right? So even as you're in new relationships, try not to repeat old things that you did that you know didn't work the last time, right? You've learned it. You don't need to do it again. That would be a drag. Very good. Well done, all right? So excellent. With all those things going on this week, my goodness. What's the block, right? We have the block. So dreams and goals. So it feels like the dreams and goals that are blocked right now, it isn't that necessarily they're like never land, but they are in the maybe not this week land, right? Or you're definitely going to have to work harder to figure out a way to make it work. It's not going to be simple, all right? So there's something about this is kind of kookalunya and odd. So I want you to pay attention to the weirdness of the situation. Figure out if there's a creative solution. Certainly this is your creative solution maker, but you're definitely seeing that your dreams and goals may need to be reconfigured or reworked or pondered upon so that you might come out of this thinking clearly, but at the same time understanding that, all right, so maybe, you know, if you're trying to figure out a way to do something, but you have to figure out a different way of doing it, okay? So you may have to make some concessions, new decisions, new choices, things like that. And I know it will be a little bit of a frustration, but it's possible. And you want to remain open, right? Remain open to the possibilities, okay? We have the wheel here. The Wheel of Fortune is now in the blocking department. It means your karmic lesson is now blocking you. So whatever it is that you're doing here feels like you're blocking your own karma. You're choosing not to learn the lesson, which is interesting. So with your dreams and goals, some sort of flexibility in the situation or finding ways and means to create a better situation than that. Remember that the foundation of your heart is part of this karmic lesson. So whatever the foundation of love is for you, it's important for you to be aware of it and understand your dreams and goals with your foundation of your heart as you're working through this karmic lesson. Interesting that this all comes up while you have the Five of Cups also reminding you about lessons, right? So this could have all to do with a relationship, and I want you to kind of think of that through. What is the lesson within the relationship, and are we trying to, are we working it through, or are we running away from it, or are we doing something different, all right? What are our possibilities for solutions, all right? Our solutions right now talk about taking our power back, the Seven of Swords, indeed. Take our power back. Be aware that you can take your power back and be very much so the person who handles it, right? being smarter than average, being capable and able, but also delegating where you can, and also, wow, so much trust has to come into play when you're using, delegation project, doesn't it? Whether or not you can actually have those parameters met, your usual parameters met, it's difficult, right? So thinking it through, coming up with a plan, all right? Now then, the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is all about how there are options and possibilities. You don't have only one way to go, okay? You will have options and possibilities at this time. You feel you sometimes make everything narrow and very small. Like, no, I only want to do this, or I want to do this. I don't want to do anything in between. But there might be other options, okay? So keep looking for other options. You keep wanting to go through doors, and maybe there's a window that you haven't looked at yet. So keep thinking about possibilities and options and other things that are available to you, especially as you're reclaiming your power. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, or pretend that that's going to be a simple answer for anything that's going on, okay? The Page of Wands is about new information about something you need to learn, all right? So you might be learning something new, or have an opportunity to learn something new in the process of everything that you're doing here, okay? New information will be coming to you, incoming information about wonderful learning opportunities, all very good, wonderful news, excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's get you a pocket full of rocks. I like this. Oh, wait, before we do that, we're going to get you a closing message. We call it the closing message when we also have a new closing message, but that's more of a mystery message, right? So we're going to go ahead and get the closing message. What do we have for Aries for this time? Aries? It's right over here. Right, that one. All right. So we'll get this closing message. Let's see. Give your inner critic a vacation day. Be kind to yourself. Oh, very nice. Give your inner critic a vacation day. Be kind to yourself. Because indeed, yeah, no, we can be really harsh on ourselves, and it's so important for us to give ourselves a break, especially with karmic lessons and dreams and goals. Oh my goodness. I love that you have options and possibilities for your solutions, but you have to keep looking for them, right? They're not all going to show up, and you might have something you need to learn in the process. So all good. Plus, remember this karmic lesson with the friends and the love, right? I feel like this lesson you're working on is going to be kind of a big deal. So pay attention to what all this going on here, all right? Ooh, options abound. I like options. Options are good. We're going to stick with that. All right. So it's, now we get our pocket full of rocks. There we go. Got to keep the order in place. Sorry. All right. So yes. 3 stones we have. We got that carnelian. We have citrine. And we have clear quartz. So carnelian is a 2nd chakra stone, and it talks about creativity, physical activity, movement, being able to bring to life in a physical capacity the things that we want. It's the magician right here. Boom. Just right here. That is so beautiful. I love that you have a stone that backs you up in that way. Very nice. And of course, citrine is all about your 3rd chakra, where I am told and have been taught that this is where our emotions and thoughts live. So of course, we're rethinking our emotions and thoughts this particular week. And we're learning lessons about our dreams and goals and our foundation of our heart. Where is that coming from, and how are we handling that? Very cool. We like this. This is a lesson for you to learn about where to go and how to be and where to put all your eggs or not put all your eggs, as they say. But yes, you're handling your emotions. You're learning to, you're balancing your emotions out so that you can approach this thing clearly. I love that. This is going to be very helpful while you're going through this process. And of course, we have clarity. The clear quartz is an all chakra stone that speaks very much about how being clear in all things and in all ways is going to be very helpful to you at this time. I can definitely see why with all these things going on. It's quite a lot. All right, so these are beautiful stones. I think they will support you perfectly at this time. I'm going to set them down right here. And at this time, I'm going to just go right on ahead and get that mystery card we have over here, right? And the Hierophant is here. Oh my goodness. Isn't that beautiful? Look at him. This dude is totally working on a map. He's got all his measurement tools. The Hierophant, he's trying to create structure. That is the beauty of the Hierophant. And this is that fun little pirate deck that I have. But yeah, he is creating structure because it looks like he is drawing the map, actually. Haha, beautiful. And when we see this and we understand what's true and that we are the makers of our own world, right? This is he's recording the world. He is recording what he sees, but he's also creating what he wants to see in the world, right? So, very magician-y, but we're creating structure. Remember that this week you're going to try and create a structure for yourself, one way or another. It might be a way to save money. It might be a way to find a better way, right? Find a better option. Create a better option. Learn something. Be open to all of those possibilities, and hopefully find out if you really can trust a person to do what they say they'll do. If you have to delegate something to another person, that can be very scary, I know. But I really want to, like, yeah, this is beautiful. I love this for you. I love that you're going to be creating structure. I mean, wow, this card is awesome. All right, this deck is great. All right. Okay, I mean, you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to. If you do want to carry them, let me know how they work for you. I'd really like to hear. If you want to carry something else, let me know what you're carrying. I'd like to hear that too. Communicate with me. Let me know how any of this is working for you, or if you really would like something, or just tell me how it's going, right? I'm here for you. I want to be of service in some way. So please let me know what's happening. Like and subscribe and share if you want to. I appreciate all of it, and it helps my little channel grow. I appreciate the one and the all of you, and I cannot wait to see you all next week. And we'll be talking about the 20th through the 26th. Thank you.